All right, everyone, welcome to the first daily episode of OAerobics. If you've seen the Netflix original series, the OA, you've probably seen them doing these kind of like crazy inspired movements. And it's something I've actually been doing for about 6 years now. And I decided that I would start a daily practice of doing it kind of as like an exercise type to just like get the energy flowing and get my body moving and like get into a good headspace and get blood rushing to all, limbs of my body and all that. And I figured there are enough people who saw the show that might be inspired that they might tag along and watch some videos sometime and maybe do some movements themselves. And I'll try to give good tips along the way and answer any questions that may come up. But yeah, I guess just to get started, so a couple of key tips here are like with your breathing, you kind of want to like let your movements dictate your breathing. So you don't really have to do anything special with it. Just like if you make like a twisty motion like this, and we'll be doing a lot of moving from the spinal area. This is kind of hard to describe it, but so it's like if you're dancing, you can kind of like dance and like think about the moves you're making in your head. Or you can like just like let your core dictate the movements, and so there'll be kind of a lot of twisty motions. But yeah, and then move from your spine and let your breathing sort of take care of itself. And if you're new to this, feel free to just observe. If you are feeling adventurous, feel free to move along. All right. So it's basically, in the beginning, it's about letting your body unwind. It's kind of, as you get more comfortable in allowing the movements, you'll find that it'll kind of like uncrack your back and create a space for, I don't know, it feels like it creates more space like between the different ligaments in your spinal cord. All right, so I'm feeling pretty tuned in right now. I'm just going to allow for some freestyle, I guess. Is the tip, like you'll know you're in the groove when you're doing this sort of thing, when you like totally tune out everything. It's like you don't care how you look or what you're saying, and you just sort of let it flow, which is with practice is a place I'm able to get to pretty regularly. That's why it's not that big of a deal for me to be streaming this on the internet. So I'm just going to tune back in and do. And so one of the reasons I wanted to call this aerobics, other than that it's a play on words for the show, is that when you're doing it, you really get moving. Like when I'm doing this sort of thing, my Fitbit will register as exercise, even though I'm not hitting any buttons on it, just because like my heart rate gets moving that fast, and it really feels like a while ago when I was doing this. It feels like you're actually moving something, and obviously you're moving your body, obviously you're moving your breath, but it feels like you're moving more, like you're moving energy on some level. Like after I do this sort of thing, it's a great way of like breaking out of a stressful mood, or just like getting into a different place. When you hold your body a different way, you tend to have access to different thoughts. You'll notice that the posture of somebody who's depressed is completely different than somebody who's really happy. And so by allowing your body to move itself, it'll not only like improve your posture and get you thinking and feeling differently, but it will also kind of have long-term effects on how you see the world if you consistently practice something that is conducive to being in different postures and things like this. And also, like, your body will stretch itself out as you get into the practice of allowing this. Like right now, I can feel my shoulders stretching in ways I don't normally stretch. And the really cool thing is once you get comfortable with this, like, it's literally effortless to exercise. There's zero motivation going on right now. It's just all just kind of flowing and allowing. Yeah, I can definitely feel that. I think I hold a lot of tightness in my shoulder areas, and that is one of the areas being unwound right now when I get into this place of free movement where I just letting my body go. Whoo, whoo. And so just a little bit with the sounds I'm making. I notice in the show they don't seem to make many sounds beyond simply breathing, but for me it came pretty naturally along with the movements that like whatever. I think it's natural for humans to express themselves vocally, and not just when they have something to say, like people singing little tunes or whistling while they work. That's kind of a natural thing, but I think in our over-intellectualized culture, we tend to make it about that. It's like if you can't explain something, there's not like a real purpose to your words or real purpose to your sounds. They're sort of mitigated. Like even children expressing themselves through a grunt or something, their parents or teachers will tell them, use your words, because people are very insistent that you express yourself in a way that can be intellectually understood, whereas like something like a grunt or a moan or a ooh has its own meaning, and we can intuitively understand it. But the fact that it can't be boiled down to a word means that it requires us to use our intuition, and not everyone's comfortable with that, maybe. Shuayamui, shuayamui, shuayamui. Whoosh. Ooh. All right. Let's see. Can't see how long we're into the video. I think I'm feeling pretty content with how long this first video went. I guess we're only 9 minutes in here. I was probably wanting to go at least 15, but I don't know. I think good little short bursts like this can be good to just be something to like watch or tune into or practice yourself. And in doing this, I don't know. I'm committed to doing this near daily, and just for these little short bursts of things, and just see where the practice takes me, because it's so good for my posture and my spine. And I'm not making these sort of movements in my day-to-day life, because I'm not like out there playing basketball or doing something that involves a lot of twisting and turning. And I don't do yoga nearly as much as I would like to, if I could just like press a button and then make myself do it. But with this, again, it's effortless. It's just, once you get in the flow of doing it, you don't have to think about doing it. Your body wants to do it, and all you got to do is let it. All right. So if anyone, has any questions or comments, feel free to comment on the video, and I will get back to you, at my leisure. But very eager to talk about this. Yeah, thanks for tuning in.